So if you're looking to form a franchise or to go franchise your business, then you've got to prepare some disclosure documents. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, promulgated a rule that every franchise has to follow, and it specifies exactly what has to be provided to a franchisee. And there are timing requirements. So as a franchisor, you have to provide this block of documentation to the franchisee at least 14 days before the franchisee is going to sign the franchise agreement, and that's typically what's referred to as the cooling off period. Now, that's the federal government. Certain states also regulate franchises, and many of those states require you to file the franchise agreement for their review in advance of selling it in their state. They also have limitations on what can be in the franchise agreement. And so typically you'll put an addendum at the back of the franchise agreement and also on the franchise disclosure document that addresses these concerns for the various states. So as a practical matter, what you end up doing is you need to roll out a franchise, especially for a new franchisor. You need to roll out a franchise close to home, because you're going to learn a lot of stuff along the way. And in Florida in particular, Florida does not require the filing of the franchise statement. They do have a filing in the state of Florida that you have to comply with, but it does not require the review and filing of the franchise document, the FDD. And so as a result, if you're in Florida and you start out by expanding your franchise network in Florida, then two things happen. One is you're close to home, so it's easy to support the initial franchisees and make them successful. The second piece, and really critical, is that you don't have to spend a bunch of money on state regulatory requirements. And these can be expensive. They're complicated, and you truly need an experienced franchise attorney to both develop your FDD, your franchise disclosure document, and all of the requirements that go along with the various states, so that you submit to the states, the attorneys communicate with the states, and you are appearing essentially credible to those various states.